Good morning, everybody. Sorry I can't be with you yet again, but this morning I want to talk to you about something called the 36 questions that lead to love. So clearly, when we're building customer and client relationships, building very strong rapport, good chemistry is absolutely fundamental. Well, a number of years, some psychologists got together in America and they wondered, could we possibly accelerate the process of rapport building between complete strangers? And they devised 36 questions and they divided them into 3 sets of 12. And they got loads of complete strangers together in couples and got them to have conversations based on these questions. And they demonstrated that they could accelerate the process of rapport building to the extent that some of them ended up getting married, which is why it was called the 36 questions that lead to love. Now you can easily Google the questions. They can be quite interesting. They're things like, would you like to be famous? And if so, in what way? For what in your life do you feel most grateful? Who would be your ideal dinner guest? If you could wake up tomorrow having gained one ability, like a superpower, what would it be? What's your most treasured memory? What's your most terrible memory? And then one of them I quite like is, if you could live to the age of 90, and for the last 60 years of your life retain either the mind or the body of a 30-year-old, what would you choose? And then they do get progressively deeper. One of them I think is, do you have a secret premonition or hunch about how you'll die? Now, clearly you're not going to ask your client or your customers how they're going to die, but the essence to this is that if you think about it, all of these questions are very emotions based. They're asking for thoughts and views and opinions. They're asking people to open up, because the research proved that showing vulnerability promotes closeness. In fact, the research says that a key pattern associated with the development of a close relationship among people is sustained, escalating, reciprocated personal self-disclosure. So it's a bit of a mouthful, but essentially, to what extent are we opening up and being honest and transparent and sharing some personal stuff with our customers and our clients, because that will generate more rapport. So just a good thing to ask yourself. When you're with your clients, how much do you ask them about their thoughts and their views and their feelings? How much do you ask them about their wish list? If they could if they wanted to prioritise items, how would they prioritise them? How much do we ever ask them about their concerns, their anxieties, their worries about the project or whatever it is you're working on? Or maybe you could be asking them, what are they looking for in a good builder, in a good financial planner, in a good estate agent, in a good training consultant? Yeah? So just a good thing to ask. My experience is that a lot of the meetings that we have with clients tend to be very information based, very fact based. And sometimes we forget that it's actually the emotional stuff that will form a much closer bond. So it could just be, that your meetings are more fact based. Might be just worth thinking about, because it could be that you're missing a very important element that could enable you to build faster and stronger client relationships. So thanks very much. Enjoy the rest of the morning.